Hi, in this video we will be solving integral solutions based questions from the topic permutation and combinations. In these types of questions you will be given an equation. For example, the equation is a plus b equals to 4, and you will be asked and we will be given the values which a and b can take, assuming that a comma b are can take the values greater than or equal to 1, and you will be asked to find out the number of integral solutions to this equation, that is a plus b equals to 4. Number of integral solutions to the equation. So this is one kind of equation. It is written as a plus b equals to 4. You may also find these types of equation where modulus sign is used. Modulus of a plus modulus of b is equals to 4. Then you will be asked to find the number of total number of integral solutions to this particular equation. So these are the types of questions which we are going to cover in this video. Now let us start with this question. In this question it is given that the equation it is given is a plus b equals to 4. Now using the traditional method, what are the values which a and b can take? So a can take 1, b is 3. So 1 comma 3 is one solution to this equation. This can also be interchanged. So 3 comma 1 as a comma b. So it is total 2 solutions we have got till now, and the other one is 2 plus 2. So a is 2 and b is 2. These two can be interchanged among themselves. Even if they are interchanged, it will be the same. So this is one way. So total we have 3 solutions to this equation a plus b equals to 4. Now here in this particular equation, to the right hand side of the equation we have a smaller number 4. What if it is say 360 or some 100 or else a bigger number? So we won't be able to list down all these things. So in that case we need some optimal method to solve this, to find out the integral solutions to this equation. So now what is that optimal method? We will see that optimal method. So method 2, this is the method which we shall be using. Now the given equation is a plus b equals to 4, and it is also given that a and b are greater than or equal to 1. A and b are greater than or equal to 1. That means we are looking at integral solutions, or else we can say positive integral solutions to this equation. Positive integral solutions to this equation, or else this can also be written as natural number solutions to this equation. Natural number solutions to this equation. So now in order to solve this quickly, what we shall do is we will assume that since a plus b is equals to 4, we will assume that there are 4 balls that are placed on this table. 1 2 3 4. Now these are the 4 balls that are placed on the table. So there will be 3 gaps. This is gap 1, this is gap 2, this is gap 3. So what I'll do is I'll select one of the gap. Say there are 3 gaps, I'll select one of the gap. Suppose I have selected gap 1. I'll again place those 4 balls on the table. I have selected this gap 1. So anything to the left of gap 1 is A, anything to the right of gap 1 is B. Not necessarily gap 1, any gap which you have selected. To the left of that gap, assume that how many number of balls are there to the left of that gap, that is A, and to the right of that gap, how many number of balls are there, assume that to be B. So if we select one, I have selected one of the gap. So in this case A was equal to 1 and B was equals to 3, because there are 3 balls, and to the right side of that gap and one wall to the left side of the gap, so that's why A was 1 and B was 3. Now if I select the second gap, to the left of it this is A, to the right of it this is B, so A equal to 2 and B equals to 2. This is also one of the integral solution to that equation. Now if I select the third gap, to the left of this gap whatever is there, this is A, to the right side it is B, so A is equals to 3 and B is equals to 1. So we end up getting all the three solutions to this equation, that is A plus B equals to 4. So this is the way we are going to solve the questions. Now within this video we'll particularly focus on modulus based questions. That means the equation which you are going to deal will have a modulus sign in it. So in this video we are going to cover all these types of questions. I'll list down one by one. Mod x plus mod y is equals to 4. Mod x plus mod y is equals to 8. Third one is mod x plus mod y less than 4. Fourth type is mod x plus mod y less than 8. Fifth type is mod x plus mod y less than or equal to 4. Sixth is mod x plus mod y less than or equals to 8. Seventh type is, the seventh type of question will be mod x plus mod y plus mod z is equals to 9. And eighth type of question which we are going to cover will be mod x plus mod y plus mod z plus say other variable mod w is equals to 10. So in each of these types of equations you will be asked to find the total number of integral solutions to this equation. Now prior to solving these questions we will look at the basics first. So modulus function, it means, modulus function means distance from a given point. This is the meaning of modulus. So example, if we take modulus of x is equals to 2, this means from the origin x is lying from a given point. So from the origin x is at a distance of 2, so it can be towards the right side here or else towards the towards the left side here. So what are the values of x that can take? Plus or minus 2. Now let us look at another example. Modulus of x minus 5 is equals to 4. What is the meaning of this? Here in this equation it was modulus of x, here it is modulus of x minus 5 equals to 4. That means the origin here for this equation, modulus of x equals to 2, was at this particular point 0 0. Now it has been shifted at this particular point 5 comma 0. So x is at a distance of 4 units from this 5. So to the right hand side x will be at 9, to the left hand side x will be at 1. So what are the values x can take? 1 and 9, 1 or 9. Since modulus means distance from a given point, can distance be negative? No. That is why modulus always returns a output is always a positive value. Output is always positive value. Now let us go back to the first equation. So the first equation which we will solve is modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to 4. We will be asked to find the total number of integral solutions to the equation. So this will be the question. Now this we will first we'll solve this question in 2 steps. So in step 1, what we'll do is we will assume one of the variable to be equal to 0. One of the variable to be equal to 0. Say modulus of x is equals to 0. Assume that modulus of x is equals to 0. What is going to happen to that equation? It will become modulus of y equals to 4. Y can take 2 values, plus 4 plus or minus 4. It can take 2 values. Similarly, if modulus of y is equals to 0, the equation will become modulus of x equals to 4. X can take 2 values, plus or minus 4. So in total we have 0, 4, 0, minus 4, 4, 0, minus 4, 0. So total till now we have 4 integral solutions to this equation. Integral solutions to this equation. Now in the step 2, we will assume that none of the variables, that is x or y, is equals to 0. So the equation modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to 4. This will become x plus y is equals to 4, and x comma y are greater than or equals to 1. It cannot be greater than or equal to 0 because we are in this case, we are in this step 2, we are dealing only with cases where variables are not equal to 0. And moreover, modulus function, it always returns a positive value. So this particular thing is positive and greater than 0. So that's why it is greater than or equal to 1. So this brings us back to the first question which we have solved, where a plus b is equals to 4 and x and a comma b were greater than or equal to 1. So we are using the gap method. So there will be 3 gaps. I'll select 1 gap. So this will give the number of integral solutions to this equation. Now in this integral solutions, one of the value is say 1, 3. So because this is because here we are dealing with modulus, it can be minus 1, 3, or else 1, minus 3, or else 1, minus 3. So there will be 4 cases for each particular solution. So that's why we need to multiply it with 4. Initially, when 3C1 means one of the solution was 1, 3, and the other solution was 2, 2. Similarly, the other solution was 3, 1. So these are the 3 solutions to that. But here, if 1, 3, it can be written in 4 ways. Similarly, 2, 2, because here we are dealing with modulus. So 2 comma 2 can be written as 2 comma minus 2, minus 2 comma 2, and then minus 2 comma minus 2, and 2 comma 2. Similarly 3 comma 1 can be written as 3 comma 1, minus 3 comma minus 1, minus 1 comma minus 3, and so this is minus 3 comma 1 and 3 comma minus 1. These are all the 4 ways in which it can be written, because we are taking both positive and negative. So that's why we have multiplied it with 4. Total number of solutions will be 4 plus 4 when one of the variable was 0, and 3c1 is 3 into 4. So this is total is 16. So there will be 16 integral solutions to this equation modulus of x plus modulus of y equals to 4. So in order to generalize this, we can say that we can generalize it by saying that if modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to k, then the number of integral solutions is 4 into k. This will give me the number of integral solutions to this equation modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to k. Now in the second question which we have written here, modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to 8. The direct answer to this is, how many integral solutions does this equation have? 4 into 8. So this is 32. Now let us look at the third question. The third question states that modulus of x plus modulus of y is less than 4. So it is less than 4, that means modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to 3, is equals to 2, is equals to 1, is equals to 0. These are all the things it can take. It cannot go less than 0, it cannot go negative, because modulus always returns a positive number. Output is always positive. So when it is equals to 3, 3 into 4 we are having 12. 3 into 4 we are having total number of integral solutions as 12. Now when it is equals to 2, 2 into 4 total number of integral solutions is 8. Here total number of integral solutions is 4 into 1 into 4, this is 4. Total number of integral solution here is 1. So this is 25. So now please note this key point. Key point is, whenever we are asked to find the total number of integral solutions to this kind of equation where modulus of x plus modulus of y is less than some k, then the total number of integral solutions will be of the form 4 into p plus 1. If you see here, this is divisible by 4, this is divisible by 4, this is divisible by 4, and leaving a remainder of 1. So 25 when divided by 4, you are going to get a remainder of 1. So that 1 is appearing because of this case when modulus of x plus y, modulus of x plus modulus of y is equals to 0. So this will help you in eliminating the options. Suppose in the exam, if this question comes and the answer choices are in this way, A is 24, B is 26, C 25, and D 28. So whenever modulus of x plus modulus of y is less than some number, less than k, answer would be of the form 4p plus 1. So when it is divided by 4, remainder should be 1. In answer choice A, it is divisible by 4. Answer choice B, remainder is 2. So this cannot be the answer choice. So in option D, it is again divisible by 4. This cannot be the answer choice. You can directly take 25. Now similarly, in the fourth question that we have written earlier, this is modulus of x plus modulus of y is less than 8. So total number of integral solutions will be, when it was 7 it is 28, when it is 6 it is 24, so this keeps on going down. When it is equals to 5 it is 20, so this will be 16, this will be 12, this will be 8, reduction by 4. Now this will be 4. This is when a modulus of x plus y is equals to 4, 3, 2, 1. When it is 0, this will be 1. Again here the answer choice which we are going to get, when it is divisible by the remainder, when it is divisible by 4, remainder will be 1. So it will be of the form 4p plus 1. Now let us look at the other question which we have written earlier. This we have covered so far. We have covered this. Now let us look at this. Modulus of x plus modulus of y less than or equal to 4. Modulus of x plus modulus of y less than or equals to 4. So that means here we need to take 4 as well, we need to take 3, we need to take 2, we need to take 1, we need to take 0. When it is 0, there is only one integral solution. Here there are 4, here there are 8, here there are 12, here there are 16. We need to add all these things. So this is nothing but 1 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16. So this is 1 plus, this is nothing but an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 4. So this is, how many terms are there? 1 plus 2 plus, so 1 2 3 4 4 terms, n by 2, that is 4 by 2 into first term plus last term. 4 plus 16. This will be the summation of this. Summation, it is given of an AP is nothing but n by 2 into first term plus last term. That is what the formula has been applied here. So this is 1 plus 4 in, this is twice 2 into 20. So we are going to get 41 as the answer. So from this question we can conclude that whenever there is an equation of this form, modulus of x plus modulus of y less than or equals to k, the answer will be of the form 4p plus 1. It is similar to earlier. Earlier we have only taken it is less than k. Now here if it is even when it is less than or equal to k, we are getting the answer of the form 4p plus 1. Now let us move to the other question. Now you yourself can solve this particular question, modulus of x plus modulus of y less than or equal to 8. Now let us look at the 7th question, which is this one. So this 7th question is modulus of x plus modulus of y plus modulus of z is equals to 9. This is the given question. Now this question, what we'll do is we'll solve it in 3 steps. So step 1 is, one of them is 0, one of them is 0. So assume that modulus of x is 0 here, and the other two are non-zero. So this will become modulus of y plus modulus of z is equals to 9. So we have solved it earlier. This will become 8c1 into 4, and since we have taken modulus of x is equals to 0, there will be 3 more cases when there are 2 more cases when modulus of y is equals to 0 and modulus of z is equals to 0. We are going to get the same thing, 8c1 into 4. So that's why we'll multiply this with 3. This is the step 1. Now step 2, 2 of them are 0, any 2 of them are 0, any 2 of them are 0. So out of 3, that is x comma y comma z, I will select 2. So if two of them are 0, what is going to happen? Say modulus of x is equals to 0 and modulus of y is equals to 0. So I'll be left with modulus of z is equals to 9. So two values can be, it can take plus or minus 9. So this is two values it can take. Now step 3, none of them are 0. Step 3, none of them are 0. None of them are 0. So the equation that is given here is modulus of x plus modulus of y plus modulus of z is equals to 9. So none of them are 0, so this equation is going to change to x plus y plus z is equals to 9 and x comma y comma z greater than or equals to 1. So there will be 8 balls on the table. I need to select 2 gaps, not 1, 2, because there are 3 variables here. Say if they assume that a plus b plus c is equals to 4, there are 4 balls, so I have to select 2 gaps. So this will be given to a, this will be given to b, this will be given to c. So in this way we can find out the integral solutions to this equation. Now after finding out the integral solutions, because x can take both positive and negative values, I'll have to multiply it with 2, and similarly with y, with z also can take positive and negative, again another 2. So total number of integral solutions to the equation modulus of x plus modulus of y plus modulus of z is equals to 9 are 8c1 into 12, 8c1 into 12 plus 8c2 into 8 plus 3c2 into 2. This will give me the total number of integral solutions to this equation. This is the case when this term is coming when one of them is 0, when two of them are 0, when none of them are 0. So this is the answer. Now let us solve the last question which we have written. The eighth question. The eighth question is where 4 variables are there. So 4 modulus functions are added. So eighth question is mod x plus modulus of y plus modulus of z plus modulus of w is equals to 10. This is the given equation and we are asked to find the total number of integral solutions to these equations. So in step 1, one of them is 0. So we will be left with this mod x plus mod y, modulus of y plus modulus of z plus modulus of w. Assume that modulus of x is equals to 0. So this will be equals to 10. So it will be converted to y plus z plus w is equals to 10. So there will be 9 gaps. I need to select any 2 gaps, and this, because of modulus, impact of modulus, we are considering plus and minus, so that's why these 2, and because we have selected 1 out of 4 to be equals to 0, this is the number of integral solutions when one of them is 0. Next, step 2, 2 of them are 0. 2 of them are 0. So out of 4 I need to select 2. So say modulus of x equals to 0 and modulus of y is equals to 0. So the equation would be modulus of z plus modulus of w is equals to 10. So there will be 9 gaps. I need to select 1 and multiply it with 2 into 2. Because of modulus function, it can take plus or minus sign, so that's why we are multiplying it with 2 into 2. This is the second step. Next is third step, step 3. When 3 of them are 0, say out of 4 select any 3, and suppose modulus of x equals to 0 and modulus of y is also equals to 0 and modulus of z is also equals to 0, then modulus of w is equals to 10. So again here we are going to have two solutions. Now in the step 4, where none of them are 0, so here it is modulus of x plus modulus of y plus modulus of z plus modulus of w is equals to 10. This will be converted to x plus y plus z plus w is equals to 10. So we are having 9 gaps. We need to select 3 gaps because there are 4 variables. 3 gaps we need to select, and then impact of positive and negative integers in each variable we have taken here. Now add all these 4 things in each step, what the total number of integral solutions. This will give the total number of integral solutions to this equation.